you. Hello and welcome to or back to my channel. My name is Gabrielle and for today's video I'm going to be crocheting my manager at work a hat. Specifically, he wanted a polar bear hat. So the first part is going to be designing the hat, drawing it all out, and kind of seeing how I'm going to be approaching the crochet aspect of it. Then I'll be actually crocheting the hat, and then lastly I will be delivering the hat to Greg at work and sneaking some clips of him wearing it if he'll allow me. Let's get into the video. Okay, so for Greg's hat, this is the only white that I have right now, and I think it will be perfect, except for the fact that if you look, it's a bit thin. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna roll some of it into 2 different balls of yarn, so then I can crochet with 2 strands at once. That is gonna be my first step before I can even crochet, is just get the yarn all set up. So I googled a hat sizing chart and found head circumference of 24 inches down here at the bottom for an adult. And so I need to make the hat circumference 23 inches and my hat length needs to be 8.5 inches. So I realized really quickly that using 2 threads at one time is making it really thick and stiff, which is good for a winter hat, but Greg is probably going to wear this inside the restaurant a lot, which in the kitchen it can get pretty hot. So I was thinking maybe using 1 thread actually wouldn't be that loose and tiny, so then I tried it and it's looking pretty fine to me. So I think I'm actually just going to crochet with 1 thread. So all of my re-rolling these balls of yarn and everything was kind of pointless. Okay, so this is how much that I got done in German class. I basically just did a bunch of increases until my crown was almost 8 inches, and then I just stopped increasing and added more rows with no increases, and I'm going to continue doing that when I'm in my calculus class and until it's 7 to 9 inches long. I'm just going to look at it and see what looks normal for like this hat. Somewhere between 7 and 9 inches from the top to the bottom of it. Update you guys later. Okay, so I think the hat part is finished. There's like a lot of space here, so it will definitely fit Greg's head, and he can also stretch it a little bit. And then what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna add like the ear parts that come down here, and then like figure out how to do the paws, and then I'm gonna add like the face and stuff after, I think. Okay, so I thought I would show you my total progress from yesterday. I've made the outline of the hat and for the ears, and then I've also attached the braids that I was making, and right now the bottoms look like this. But I want to add polar bear paws to the bottom. I thought that would be kind of cute. And instead of just making flat ones, I decided that I was going to make 4 of these so that I can sew them around together and stuff the inside. Now I do need to make the black dots here for like the paw print part, and then I have another one. So I'm going to be working on that while we watch a movie in one of my classes. And I also want to start today making the face and the ears and the other cute stuff. And so for the snout, I'm gonna need to figure out, like I'm gonna need to do some increase rows and then some not increase rows so that it starts coming out. Because if you just do increase rows and increase rows, it stays flat. So I'll do an increase row, and then I'll do a row without increases, and then I'll increase, and I'll do a row without increases, and I'll figure out how to do that in a way that it will start going forwards. So I'm just going to kind of be experimenting with that probably in my class as well. Okay, I'm actually getting really excited because I didn't know if it would actually look that good. Ryan, come look at this.
Aww.
I think that's cute.
There's a little shine in the eye.
Yeah, now I'm trying to figure out how to make paws for the end of this. Do I think that would be kind of cute?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna sew on everything on the face now. I forgot to bring it to class. I was gonna like sew this all on in class too, and I forgot to bring my stuffing for this boy. And now I'm just like, oh my god.
I think I'm gonna have to start crocheting during class. I think that's the only thing that's gonna keep me awake.
My problem with sewing things on is that I need to make it symmetrical, and like with the ears, they need to be exactly across from each other and at the same angle on the hat, and so that's why I often procrastinate sewing stuff on. Okay, so how I do it when I'm sewing stuff on is I put the hat around my knee as if my knee is the head, and then so that's the back side. I realize that's the back because if you look down here, you can see where I joined it. It's good that I noticed that. This right here is the center. Once I finally decided on a spot on the hat for the ear, then I can take it off of my knee, holding it there, and hope that I'm not shifting it around. And then however this one ends up, really the most important thing is for the other ear to match this one. Here's with the ear sewn on. Okay, guys, look what Ryan's making.
This has been in the works since high school, so now I'm actually committing to getting it done. I've been weaving in ends for like days, not even gonna lie. Getting to the point where I can't really like take this to like class, because like what am I gonna do? Take basically an entire cardigan and be like, oh sorry, I'm just like, if I took like one of the arms and like was weaving in ends with that, like sure, like that's acceptable, but you can't take this in public.
Okay, so to make the paws, I was just kind of experimenting with different stitches in a magic circle. So for the bottom of the paw print, I just did like some double crochets, half double, single, half double, double. So it would go from long to kind of shorter and then long again. And then for these two, I just did 4 single crochets in a magic circle to make a little circle for the paws. And then for these, I just did a half double, double, half double, double, and then pulled it close. And at first I thought that that looked weird and it wasn't a full circle. But then I realized that next to the other shapes that it actually did work. And so now I'm going to sew these all on and then come back and show you, because it's kind of hard to see what's going on with all these threads everywhere. And then once you like, once you have it, including the video.
Gabby, you have what you want.
Yeah, do you want to be in the video?
You're making a video?
Yeah, I made Greg a hat. And then you press it again. Snort.
Zachary. Oh, you're on record. You're on record. Ian. Ian.
Yeah, I got you.
It's recording. And you whoop, and you whoop, and you swoop, 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 and you whoop, 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 whoop.